What's up, everyone? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, the Hot Commodity Ant C.
And I'm here too.
Yes, my own personal Hot Commodity Ant B. And today we are covering WWE Clash in Paris, live in Paris, France. And I really enjoyed the set for this show. Usually we get a basic LED screen, but the performers came out under a constructed Eiffel Tower, which was really cool. Fireworks came out from each side when they would have the pyro, and I thought it was a good entrance. It was a good way to make Clash in Paris look bigger. What'd you think?
Yeah, it would definitely had a old school feel to it. Old school big pay-per-view.
Like attitude. I miss the old, like, each pay-per-view set was designed for that specific pay-per-view, whereas now it's just very broad and generic, and who gives a fuck, right?
Basically, yeah.
The first match of Clash in Paris is Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman taking on Roman Reigns, and this is the battle for the Shula Fala. Bronson lands a Samoan drop early on, and then a senton and a Death Valley driver. Also, Bronson lands a sit-out powerbomb, and he has the basic control of Roman Reigns throughout the night. Roman lands a Superman punch, and then this is a cool maneuver. Roman lands a super Samoan drop, lifting up that big, Bronson's probably at least 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Dropping him to the mat, and then Roman leads out Bronson Reed with a spear, and Roman Reigns gets the victory. After the match, though, Roman stares down Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman gives back Roman the shoes. Roman then applies a guillotine lock to Paul Heyman, which is funny because the guillotine is popular in France. It was used to kill, what was her name?
Marie
Antoinette. There you go. And then Roman Reigns passes the shoes to the crowd. Braun Breaker spears Roman Reigns through a desk. And then on the floor, Reed tsunamis Reigns splitting up blood. Bronson Reed then tsunamis Roman on the stretcher. Jey Uso runs out to make the save, but Breaker spears Jey. And then Bronson lands a third and final tsunami to Roman Reigns. And this is a way to get Roman off TV for a while. He's going to be filming a movie. I like the match. It made Bronson Reed look fucking tough as fuck to take on Roman Reigns like that. Obviously, Paul Heyman's going to be a bitch and, give Reigns what he wants. But all in all, Reigns got his ass handed to him. What'd you think?
Yeah. I thought this was a great opening. I thought this could have been the main event, actually. It was really good. Everybody, the crowd was definitely behind Roman. We got to see Roman win. We got to see Paul Heyman get what was coming to him. And, yeah, it was a way to write Roman off, unfortunately, for a little while, but he's gonna come back and get some serious revenge, I think.
Mm-hmm. Roman is out, and Raw General Manager Adam Pearce, after the match, kicks out Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker.
What's his name that you were talking about?
Yeah, Post Malone was in the crowd with Jelly Roll. I like Post, so I was happy to see him there.
Yeah.
He sat down. He saw him when Bron Breakker delivers a spear to Roman through the table. Post Malone standing up, and he sits down from the assault there. So Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker are kicked out of the arena. That's going to have implications for the main event later on tonight. Next, we have WWE Tag Team Champions, the Wyatt 6, with Nikki Cross, Eric Rowan, and Uncle Howdy, taking on the Street Profits, who have B-Fab with them. Basic tag match. Angelo Dawkins lands a twisting neck breaker and a swanton to Joe Gacy for a 2 count. Montez dives over the post onto Dexter Loomis and Rowan on the floor. Nikki Cross grabs Montez for his leg, and Uncle Howdy hits his sister Abigail to forward on the floor, and that allows Gacy to land a sit-out powerbomb, and the Wyatt 6 have the numbers advantage and retain. I didn't give a fuck. I mean, it was a good tag match, but it's sad because I really like the Wyatt 6, but they haven't done anything with them lately. And yes, they're tag champions, but it doesn't mean anything.
The whole heel turn is stupid. They don't need to cheat. They're supposed to be like, these supernatural people, and they shouldn't have to cheat. It's just they're really using them so wrong.
I agree. They should be involved with a bigger group, like the Bloodline or with this new vision. Taking the tag team titles really means nothing. Like, how are you proving your dominance in WWE by being the tag team champions? It would be like the Motor City Machine Guns being like, I deserve to be world champion because it's like makes no sense, you know? Next up, WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch, who has a very, very interesting long night for her, defending against former Divas Champion Nikki Bella. Becky lands a flying leg drop and a back exploder. Nikki hits a baseball slide. And then funny moment here, Nikki is slamming Becky onto both announce desks, and clearly Becky is not hitting the table at all. It's actually pretty funny seeing Becky put up both hands as she's banging herself into the table. It looked really silly, and if you put like clown music behind it, it'd be funny as fuck.
This match got a lot of bad reviews.
Yeah. Becky lands a superplex, and then Nikki rams Becky into the ring post. Nikki hits a Bella Buster on the ring steps and then a manhandle slam, but Becky kicks out. Nikki applies the disarmor. Becky rolls up Nikki to retain the Women's Intercontinental Championship. A lot of people are saying Nikki did a shitty job, but I mean, she did okay. The only thing I felt like Nikki fucked up with was when she tried to do the kick out of the corner and she hit the invisible John Cena, and when she was slamming Becky's hands on.
Can I just say, I want this to be our screensaver.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Get it back. What'd you think of this here?
Okay, I didn't realize how
it was like Nikki was playing whack-a-mole and Becky's hand was the fucking stomper.
Right. I didn't realize how bad the match was until people started talking about it. I did notice that during the show, the smacking. Yeah. But I didn't realize all the botches. But, you know, it's Nikki's first match back. And,
not her first match back, her first sort of singles.
Yeah, her first
singles who did she fight? Oh, no, she was in the Battle Royal.
She was in the Rumble.
Yeah.
The Royal Rumble and then the Battle Royal. But I was watching a podcast about it this week, and they said that, you know, Nikki is really a better heel, and Becky was just like talking about how she likes being heel to, like, you know, to spotlight people's good points, and that it's hard to spotlight Nikki as a face. So, you know, they both had challenges to work with. But I think we're going to see better stuff from Nikki.
Yeah, and I think this rivalry's done, especially with what happens with Becky later in the night. This is just kind of like a one-off.
Becky's on to bigger and better.
I think also with them being in Paris, France, Nikki, she's not a huge name, but people know her, so.
Yeah.
Next, we have a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match, Rusev versus Sheamus, and this is whole fucking gimmick inspired here. You've got a fucking bar table, you've got barrels of liquor, yep. Fucking bar stools, crazy shit for this match. I wonder if this is what it really looks like in Ireland, though. You've got a Bulgarian flag, an Irish flag, a pub. So Sheamus attacks Rusev with kendo stick shots, and then Rusev tosses Sheamus over the bar table. Sheamus hits 10 beats to the Bowery with a shillelagh to Rusev. Sheamus lands a white noise to Rusev off the barrels through tables. And then there's also a moment where I think Sheamus puts Rusev through the actual bar table, which was crazy. Sheamus lands a bro kick for a 2, and then Rusev applies the accolade with a shillelagh across the neck of Sheamus. Sheamus taps out for the second time in his career, and Sheamus and Rusev are friends outside of WWE, so, you know, Sheamus, I could see him giving the tap out to his friend. But hopefully this rivalry is over. These guys have fought now at least 6 times. Good match, but what'd you think?
Yeah, it was very gimmicky. I thought it was cool, like old school. It was good. I really liked Sheamus. I kind of wish he won. But Rusev needs to win because he's just coming back.
Rusev, macho.
I think we might see them as tag team.
Maybe. Bitter rivals, now friends.
Yeah.
Speaking of rivals, Logan Paul taking on John Cena here. Cena lands an FU early on in the match, but Logan Paul kicks out. Logan lands a swanton bomb and a standing moonsault. Cena kicks out. This was a cool move. Cena hits a reverse butterfly suplex. Paul kicks out of that. Cena lands a code red for a 2 count. Logan lands the Paul from Grace 2 times. Cena kicks out from that. Cena lands a Styles Clash. Cena's pulling out all these moves here in his match against Logan Paul. Cena lands 2 more FUs. It's his, I think it's that move.
Okay.
And then Cena gets hit. Cena hits Logan Paul with 2 FUs, and then John Cena gets the win. Basic match. I thought there was going to be more to it, but Cena looked okay. The beginning was slow. Momentum picked up towards the end. We're just looking forward to Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, so this match was kind of filler. What'd you think? And I thought we were going to see Lesnar, but he didn't show up.
Yeah, I thought so too, but we might see him tomorrow night. It might be a big SmackDown tomorrow.
I hope so.
And it's sad because it's like the last time we got crazy stuff is either WrestleMania or when they came to Netflix. It's like they only do this crazy stuff when they need to promote something. I thought it was a decent match. They're both really good. I like Logan Paul. I like Cena, but it was nothing special.
Yeah, it could have been on Saturday's main event, but I guess give Paris
it could have been on Raw.
John Cena. Our main event, WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins going it alone, defending against CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso in a fatal 4-way. Early on in the match, all 3 men attack Seth Rollins, which is smart because you want to get rid of the champion. LA Knight pushes CM Punk off the apron, and Punk is supposed to go through the tables, but the table doesn't break. Botchmania. LA lands a BFT to Rollins, but Jey Uso breaks up the pinfall. LA Knight then goes to land an elbow drop, but Rollins moves and LA Knight goes through the table. Uso lands a spear to Rollins, but goes to spear Rollins, but Rollins is hitting a reverse pedigree to Jey Uso for a 2. Rollins then stomps CM Punk, but Punk kicks out, and then Rollins takes advantage of LA Knight and Jey Uso on the floor by landing a stomp. CM Punk gets the advantage of Seth Rollins landing a go to sleep. However, Becky Lynch shows up and lands a low blow. Seth Rollins stomps CM Punk onto the steel chair, and Seth Rollins retains the World Championship with some help from Becky Lynch, who is Seth Rollins' real-life wife. Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker couldn't help Seth Rollins, so he called the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Becky Lynch, to help. I popped for this. The match wasn't great, but seeing Becky get involved really fucking lit my willy, because that might mean that AJ Lee could be coming back, and I'm excited for that. What'd you think of this main event and the ending with Becky Lynch screwing CM Punk?
I thought the ending was great. I loved that. But I felt like we didn't get much from the different people, Jay and LA Knight. A little bit, but I feel like everybody could have been a little more involved. Where they had such a good ending, I felt like it was all focused on that, and the match was just kind of eh. So, but it was all worth it in the end, because this is going to be an awesome rivalry, and I've been kind of waiting for Becky to join the Vision.
You've been saying that for a while, that Becky might be joining the Vision. Look at that smile. Yeah, my baby was there.
I looked at my crystal ball. My crystal balls. But, this is going to... It was a great ending, and it was a good pay-per-view.
What was your favorite... I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Favorite match, least favorite match, and moment that you're going to think about next.
Okay. My least favorite match was probably the Wyatts. Moment I'm going to think about is this right here. Becky and Seth.
Becky helping Seth.
And CM Punk with his little bulge laying on the floor. And what was the third thing?
What was your favorite match?
I guess the main event... my favorite match was Roman and
Bronson Reed. I agree. My favorite match was Roman and Bronson. I did like seeing Nikki get in the mix. My least favorite match, I agree with you, Ant, was a tag match. The Donnybrook match was decent. There was enough hardcore action for it for me to like. And the memorable moment, of course, Becky Lynch showing up and screwing over CM Punk. It got me.
She pulled some Jimmy Uso with that black,
with the ninja
showing
mask.
up with the ninja mask.
Good stuff there. Well, decent pay-per-view. It's getting us amped for WrestlePalooza coming up at the end of September live in Indianapolis. We've got a lot more WWE coverage your way with Monday Night Raw, NXT, SmackDown. We have AEW Forbidden Door London that we're going to be covering. Also, Attitude Year Season 4 will be dropping tomorrow or later tonight, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. What'd you think of Clash in Paris? And until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.